Everybody. Um, just wanted to update some of y'all on what's going on with me. For y'all who don't know, I'm gonna tell from the beginning. Um, in 2015, I started having real bad pelvic pain. So after the real bad pelvic pain, I ignored it. I think I even had it a little bit before that, but I just kept ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. And I never went to the doctor. So in 2016, in January, um, my lips are chapped. Um, the first month in January of 2016, I went to Harris Hospital, and they told me that I had an abnormal pap smear, that I needed to go see an OBGYN as soon as possible. So I went to go see the OBGYN. I got insurance maybe about March, but it didn't kick in till about May. So in June, I started seeing Dr. Whitfield, which if any of y'all need a good OBGYN, Dr. Whitfield is awesome. He also told me something that I had already knew, which was the abnormal pap smear. Then from there, they did a biopsy. After the biopsy, they did a cone biopsy. After the cone biopsy, I can't remember exactly what they did, but he had found cells that were cancerous, which I had already knew from the beginning, because before all of this happened, I kept telling my boyfriend, hey, I have cancer, and he's like, how do you know? And I was like, I just feel it, you know. So I went to, he wanted me to go see an oncologist. That's what happened next. He wanted me to go see an oncologist. So I went to Dr. Vasquez's office again. Dr. Vasquez is awesome. Like, if you live in Fort Worth, she is like so awesome. So I went to go see her, and she did the same thing. She did MRI, CT scans, everything. 100% sure after all of this, it was cancer. I was never aware of, somebody just messaged me. I was never aware if it was uterine or cervical. So by the end of all this, 2017 comes along. I lose my insurance. But before 2017, I was taking a pill that was supposed to shrink it. It's a pill that they give you if you're at a certain stage, and I was already at stage 2 when I started taking that pill. I still wanted to have kids. I wanted to save all my woman parts. I didn't want to have a hysterectomy. So I went with Dr. Vasquez. Again, I never got a clear answer for me. I never asked. It's not that she couldn't give me a clear answer, it's because I never asked, and I never made sure what it was. So at this point, I never knew if it was uterine or cervical. So anyways, 2017 comes along. I lose my insurance, not because I didn't pay or anything. It's just because the company that I had went out of business. They were no longer a company. So I didn't bother to get insurance. I was doing fine. I was sick on and off, but that's because I'm diabetic too. So I guess the cancer and diabetes doesn't mix together. Makes you tired, actually. I'm always tired to this day. But I guess it was because I had diabetes. I was always tired, like I said. And then 2018 came. January again. For some reason, it always starts at the beginning of the year. Always. It always starts at the beginning of the year. 2018 came, and I had unbearable pain to the point to where I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to move. Nothing. So I finally found out about JPS Connection. I knew about it, but I had got denied once. So I didn't want to go back and they deny me again and deny me and deny me and deny me. So I got that. And then after the JPS connection, I started seeing Dr. Merrill. He has a long name, Dr. Marinchenko or something like that. Anyways, they call him Dr. Merrill because it's short. And I started seeing him, and he was telling me, how to go through a little process. And he was telling me, same thing Dr. Vasquez told me. So he recommended a hysterectomy. So on July 2nd, 2018, I got a hysterectomy, which I'm kind of sort of still healing from, but I have 5 little incisions in my stomach. So 3 of them are actually not bothering me. There's just one in the middle that bothers me. Oh my god, it's so itchy and But hysterectomy was the worst thing. A lot of women say they got up after the first week and they were doing what they had to do and this and that. Well, after I had the hysterectomy, that's not what happened with me. That same day I came home, that Tuesday, July 2nd was actually a Monday. So that Tuesday I was up and about, just doing stuff, I wasn't gonna let it bring me down or whatever. So they took little tissue and they sent it off, and my pathology report came back. But before I explain that, on July 4th I woke up and I had a fever. I couldn't move. I was real still. I was hurting so bad. Oh my god, it was this pain was unbearable. I could not take it. It was like I wanted to punch somebody in the face. So I went to the hospital. Mayo took me, which is my boyfriend. Mayo took me, and he took me to the doctor, which turns out that I had an infection inside, I guess one of the incisions. I'm not sure really, but I had an infection. So I stayed in the hospital for a week. So while I was there, I think it was Thursday morning that they woke me up at 6:45 in the morning, and they were like, your pathology report came back. And I was like, okay, which I had already knew in my mind. I had told my boyfriend, I was like, look, I know they haven't told me nothing yet, but I'm pretty sure I have to do chemo. So he was like, no, you probably just have the hysterectomy, blah, blah, blah. No. So they woke me up that Thursday at 6:45 in the morning, and they told me that my pathology report came back, and I'm at stage 3 uterine cancer. So they were like, okay, you're going to have to do chemo and radiation. So I just broke down crying because this stuff, but it hurts more when it actually comes out the doctor's mouth. And you're actually hearing it from, the doctor. You're actually taking it in. And so I just started crying and crying and crying. So I called my mom that morning, and she was like, stage 3. And I was like, yeah. So in her mind, I think she didn't really believe it. It was hard for her. But my boyfriend and her were in the room, and the doctor was telling them after the hysterectomy that it was more aggressive than what they thought. So, they were both there, and in all honesty, I thought they had took all the cancer out. I really, really thought that they took all the cancer out, but now it turns out I'm at stage 3. So, I got out the hospital that Sunday, and ever since then, I've been having doctor's appointments back and forth to see how I'm healing from my hysterectomy or whatever. And I found out last week that they're going to put the port inside of me this coming Thursday. And they called me today and told me that I will start chemo on Monday. So Monday will be my first chemo session, round or whatever you call it. It's crazy because I ignored these pains at least for 6 or 7 years. I'm dead serious. These pains were so bad. I would have to go to the hospital. I would have to get morphine. These pains were I honestly don't understand why I ignored it. Because if I would have ignored it, I would not be going through all of this. So, ladies, if you have pain, the first thing you need to go get checked for is fibroids and endometriosis. Endometriosis is a thing now. and it affects, I think, one, 1 out of 3 women or 2 out of 3 women. I can't remember what I read. But if you ever have pains, please don't ignore them because they turn into things that are worse. You need to go get checked. It's very important. I'm pretty sure I had endometriosis back then and uterine fibroids, but I never paid attention to it. I just kept going and ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. But yeah, I will start chemo on Monday. I get my port in this Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning. But I'm just telling the story because I think everybody deals with their own situations in their own way, and a lot of people write down stuff. I'm not good at writing. I'm not even good at talking, but I rather talk than write. Um, so I don't want no negative thoughts, no negative anything in my life right now. I want positive thoughts, positive people. I am the type of person that I need like 1,001 people by my side because if not, I feel hopeless. So I do appreciate the help that I have now, especially with Manuel. Manuel is like, oh my god, that's my boyfriend again. He is so freaking awesome. My sister, my mom, my sister-in-law Crystal, she's the one who's helping me with the whole if I lose my hair thing. She's helping me feel more confident about everything that's about to happen. My sister takes care of me. My mom takes care of me. My aunt takes care of me. I have this big support system going on. My niece Angelica came to see me the other day. I love her for it. She's awesome. She came. She swept my house. Um, she she helped me too, and I love her. I love everybody that's been here for me. My sister-in-law Marissa. I know if I ever need to talk to her, she's there. And I just have a good support system. So if you're ever going through anything like this, make sure you have a good support system. It could be a stranger, that you just met, that you trust more than your closest friend or your closest family member or whatever. It doesn't matter who it is as long as you have that support. And I mean, having support is a lot for me. But like I said, it's people deal with stuff in a different way. So this is gonna be my therapy for all of this. So I just want to let everybody know I love you guys and take care. And I will keep everybody updated with my port being put in, to the chemo sessions, everything. But everybody have a great day. And again, no negative thoughts. If you don't want to hear this, just skip over my video and go to the next one. It's not a big deal. This is just, like I said, my therapy. But again, everybody have a great day. Bye.